All right, guys, how's it going out there? Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com, and I'm going to do a little video here, mainly discussing the antenna in front of me and antennas in general, I guess you'd say, but mainly the one in front of us here. This is a Maco V5000, and what sparked me to do this video, I had a eBay customer message me and ask a question, and his message was, or his question was, that he's currently running a Solarcon A99 Antron 99 fiberglass antenna. You guys are familiar. Very basic antenna. And he's able to talk 60 miles any given direction. And he wanted to know if this Maco V5000 that I do sell on the website and on eBay would outperform it. So generally when it comes to antennas, I always say performance can vary, whether it's a mobile antenna, base antenna, depending on your location, your elevation, the height of your antenna. Certain ground plane antennas perform better at lower heights, and some perform better a little bit higher. The general rule of thumb, vertical antennas generally do better the higher you go, but honestly, something like a 5/8 wave antenna, they do pretty solid at lower heights. So anyway, to get back to the question, this is one of those questions where I can without a doubt say that yes, this antenna will outperform any of the fiberglass antennas. Have convinced people to make the switch countless times. Not only will it talk better, it'll have a quieter receive, because fiberglass antennas do pick up a lot of hash and trash and unwanted noise. You're less likely to tear up your neighbors with one of these. If you have that problem, they handle a little bit more power. And there's just many factors. They tune better is another reason. Now, Antron 99s I haven't necessarily seen in the past. Solarcon 99s, they generally tune out pretty good. But unless they have changed something with the IMAX 2000 or whatever they're calling it these days, I was never able to get one below about a 1.5 on an analyzer. These Maco V5000s, you can tune these out to a 1.0, 1.05. I mean, they're going to be below a 1.1 every day of the week if you spend the time to tune them out. And honestly, guys, when people are asking about antenna recommendations for an all-directional, you're really not going to beat one of these unless you exceed the power handling capability. You start running over 4,000 or 5,000 watts, peak or PEP, yes, start looking at Colossal 10K, Shockwave, Mr. Coily, whatever your preference is. Any of those antennas that handle higher power ratings. You can modify these to handle a good bit more power. But again, if you're going to start running that kind of power, I would probably just upgrade and get a little bit heavier antenna. No one is claiming that a V5000 handles the same power as, for instance, a Shockwave. However, both 5/8 wave antennas, and you're not going to hear the difference on the other end. One 5/8 wave that's properly designed, like a Maco V5000, versus another, it's not going to be like you just added 10,000 watts. I had a local here, it was a couple years ago, and he had convinced himself that if he went from running a Maco V5000 to running a Colossal 10K, that he was going to gain, he was going to be twice as loud. Well, honestly, no one could tell a difference besides him and the power that he was able to put through it. Any kind of gain that he had was because he was running more power, not because the Colossal outperformed the Maco V5000. Now, Colossal's an excellent antenna. Highly recommend. But all I'm saying is, if you guys don't intend to run significant amounts of power, and when I say significant amounts of power, I mean over 4 to 5 kW PEP. A lot of people don't want to run that much power. They're happy with 1,000 watts. This is your ticket right here. Maco V5000. Best antenna for the money out there. Again, you can update these, upgrade them to handle more power if you want to go through the trouble to do that. But just out of the box, for the money, they're the best antenna made. So, to answer the best all-directional antenna, to answer that eBay customer's question, yes, without a doubt. I think I sent him a question back, or an answer back, and told him that compared to this, that a Antron 99 was junk. And sorry to be so blunt, but that's exactly how I felt. You know, I don't understand people that get like an Antron 99 or something that have been in this hobby for 25, 30 years, and they've convinced themselves that that's such a great antenna. That's a beginner's antenna, okay? If you're serious about staying in the hobby and you want to get the best performance for your money spent, again, like I said in the video a couple days ago, it all starts with an antenna. Don't be buying $2,000 or $3,000 worth of radio equipment just to hook it up to a little fiberglass antenna. That's my 10 cents on that. Appreciate it, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Rooster in Tennessee, roostercb.com. See you, bye.